What's up, everyone? It's Caddy with Money Vesting. So there is an announcement going on right now. I'm once again traveling, so it's going to be another one of those airport videos. Do apologize again. I'm not at the bathroom, which a lot of you guys like to joke around with, but nope, I am just literally sitting right outside. And boarding's going to start in about 20 to 30 minutes. So I figured I'd do a market update. Of course, the market's rallying here pretty aggressively, doing really well. NASDAQ pushing higher. We had the S&P, the Dow Jones, everything just charging higher on the day. So once again, hope you guys are doing great. Make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're just joining us for the first time. Link to our Discord and Patreon is going to be down below. I really hope the audio is going to be good on this because there's a lot of background noise and I'm speaking as loud as I possibly can without obviously just turning people and looking at me like I'm crazy. So again, make sure that you drop a like, subscribe to the channel. This right here was a state of the market. So Dow pushing up over 76 points here. We had the S&P 500 pushing up over almost 40 basis points and the NASDAQ pushing up close to 1% on the day. Of course, we did have a lot of majority of the stocks pushing higher, over 3,700 advancers with just a little bit under 2,400 stocks selling off on the day, and the Dow rises for sixth straight day, closed at the highest level in 2023. And of course, not to mention, we are coming off of a very, very strong week. This week, we do have the earnings season, so Tesla, Netflix, we've got, a lot of companies reporting over the next couple of weeks. Not to mention, we also have the Fed meeting next week on July 26th, 27th, and more importantly, we have the inflation numbers, the interest rate policy, all that super important stuff of course, in the coming months, which is going to be very important for the markets as well. So going over to the S&P 500, so again, we did have a lot of companies pushing higher, but more importantly, if you take a look at Enphase Energy, one of the stocks that I've been aggressively buying, a stock that I've been telling everyone to look into, do more research, do more analysis, do more due diligence. It was trading almost as high as $190 a share, now up over 6.5%. So again, if you want to get access to all the buy and sell alerts, options alerts, trade ideas, everything's going to be included with a link down below, and we'd love to have you on board. You get access to everything, the intrinsic values, the trading view charts, the private videos, tutorials, everything is going to be available for you to access, of course, with the link down below. And there is going to be that 16% annual discount that we are going to start once again if you are interested in taking advantage of that as well. So very, very strong day for Enphase, pushing up over 6.5%. Not to mention, even Fiverr had a phenomenal day, pushing up a little bit over, I think, 3 to 4% for Fiverr as well. So if there is any connectivity issues here, so I'm just going to go over the update. I'm going to share my thoughts, share my views, and we may not be able to get to all the technical analysis on individual stocks just because of the Wi-Fi and just because the internet quality is not that great. So this week also ushers the Federal Reserve's blackout period where again, they're ahead of the July meeting, and traders anticipate roughly a 97% chance that the central bank increases the interest rates later this month. And of course, stocks are coming off of a very, very strong week here. And Ed Yardeni, who is again from Yardeni Research, put a new target on the S&P 500 of 5,400 within the next 18 months. That's a pretty substantial number. And he says, and I quote, "I think the market is kind of overjoyed with the disinflationary soft landing scenario, and I've been thinking for quite some time that we're in a recession, but I argue that it's a rolling recession, not an economy-wide recession. Now I think we're in a rolling recovery, not to mention potentially into a rolling expansion as well for the economy as well." The market's still pricing in 25 basis point hike in July, 99% probability for that. We're expected to stay there, so higher for longer, and then rate cuts starting in March all the way down to as low as 3.75 to 4% at the end of 2024. So moving over, again, a lot of tech stocks. We had Tesla up over 3.2, Meta up over 0.5%, Nvidia pushing up over 2%, AMD, Intel, a lot of semiconductor companies, including Apple and JP Morgan. We also have Palo Alto Networks, again, technology, and of course, not to mention Enphase Energy and some of those renewable energy companies pushing higher on the day as well. So, nonetheless, overall, the entire market doing very strong. Maybe there wasn't as much breadth because a lot of the other sectors were struggling. So we did have comm services, cyclicals, defensives, energy, utilities, materials, healthcare. They were struggling a little bit on the day, so they were pulling back. But of course, all the other sectors doing really, really well. So technology, financials, industrials, still kind of leading the way. Over the last 1 week, we have all 11 sectors pushing higher, and over the last 1 month, of course, we do have all 11 sectors pushing higher as well. Ethanol, palladium, canola pushing higher. We did have lean hogs, sugar prices, copper, coffee all pulling back, and Bitcoin's unfortunately back under 30,000. Ether also trading back under 1,900 as well. So again, Fiverr here up almost 4% on the day. So this right here was our trade idea. So congratulations to anyone who's been able to trade this stock really well. And of course, able to take profits. Again, link's gonna be down below if you're interested in joining us, and of course, getting access to all these alerts and these trade ideas. So first up is gonna be the S&P 500. That's gonna be the first one on the list. Again, depending on the Wi-Fi quality here, hopefully we can get everything done. But S&P 500 next resistance is gonna be at 4,600. That's the level that I'm really paying attention to. We're slowly and steadily kind of creeping up there, up almost 30 basis points. So 4620 to be more precise is going to be that next resistance, of course, all the way up to the all-time highs, sitting well over 4,800 and close to 5,000 points for the S&P as well. Support level is going to step out at 4,450. We are, again, a little bit more on the overbought side, so I'd be careful. We're trading at over 20 times earnings multiple, which, again, seems a bit more on the rich side. So there's not a lot of deals, I would say, in the markets right now, but there's definitely opportunities to trade on the long side, because then you'd be trading with the trend and not against the trend, and that's really what's important here. We're going to take a little pause here just to make sure that the announcement's over. There we go. All right, so now we're going to move over to the NASDAQ. Hopefully the Wi-Fi cooperates, and if it doesn't, then I'm going to give you a brief overview on what my plans are, what I'm actually thinking about doing moving forward, and then of course do a proper market update when I do land once again in India. So NASDAQ here, again, a very strong breakout past this 13,800 level. So this right here is going to be that resistance level. Of course, we are watching, then we got a breakout. That's the new support, and the next resistance is going to obviously be in the 16,000 levels, and support level actually 14,600. That's going to be more precise. This right here is going to be that level that, of course, the all-time high sits, I believe, well over 16,000 points, closer to 17K. It's going to be that level, and of course, support level is going to be sitting roughly at around 13,200, 13,300 levels as well for the NASDAQ. So folks, I'm not going to go over the entire individual stocks in this video because it's going to take a little too long, and I've got boarding here that starts in about a few minutes. And again, just hope you guys enjoy this video. And again, the market's doing really well, at least on the start here, start of the week, doing well. We're going to be back at our live streams here at the end of this, later this week. We'll be back at it, full swing, a lot of content, a lot of analysis, a lot of trading, a lot of activity, a lot of things coming your way as I'm back going to be on the schedule back at my home office in India. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. If you did, make sure that you drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Link to our Discord Patreon is going to be down below. Don't forget to join. There is a 16% annual discount. Would love to have you on board. Be cautious. Again, my plan is to continue to kind of be aware of the market conditions and of course understand the valuations, the sentiment overall. And again, I'm not aggressively buying except for the Enphase and of course ASML, kind of like the top two stocks, and Fortinet, the top three stocks that I really want to buy. Enphase I'm buying little by little, building a steady position. But of course, we got ASML and Fortinet that still need to come down to my fair values. So hope you guys know this video, found it helpful. As always, happy investing. I'll see you all in the next video.